Guys, Wagwan, welcome back to another one. Welcome back to another ride as well. Let me start this off again, guys, by introducing myself. Name is Alfonso Riley, and I'm a diehard Arsenal fan. I'm here to support the Gunners. I always wanted to support the Gunners in whatever way I can, and podcasting is a beautiful way to show my support. I'm here to be the voice of the voiceless, the voice of the persons who doesn't have the necessities to speak. I'm here to speak for you and I'm here to speak through you. You know what I mean? I'm just a fan who loves Arsenal football. Before I go any further, guys, let me give thanks to the Most High. You know what I mean? Because He's the one that makes all this possible. A dream can come through. A dream come true, you know what I mean? It only could be the Most High, you know what I mean? So I want to thank the Most High for the strength and the will to do this, you know what I mean? I want to thank my biggest fan, my biggest supporter, my partner, my friend, Shana. Thank you so much for your encouragement and your love. Thank you. I want to thank all the encouragements that I've gotten along the way. Michael, man, thank you. Big up yourself, my bro. You know what I mean? And everybody else. With that out of the way, guys, we're here to talk about Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal business, which is our business. You know what I mean? We're here to preview and watch. We're here to preview the game today. Newcastle versus Arsenal. What a game it was today. You know what I mean? What a day for Arsenal overall. What a day for Arsenal. It's been tremendous. It's been a beautiful look for the Gunners today. There was a lot happening today on and off the pitch. You know what I mean? Guys, as y'all see the headline, what a talent. We're going to talk about Max Downman. We're going to talk about Gyokeres. We're going to talk about the unveiling of Gyokeres. Yes, we're going to talk about Gabriel Jesus, possible moving away from the club. We're going to talk about Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson deal seems to be advancing pretty fast for Fulham. You know what I mean? Fulham want Reece on a loan. You know what I mean? That's the talk right now. I think Arsenal is trying to get it to be a permanent, which would be a good look for us. You know what I mean? Because we have more signings that we want to make. And in order to do that, we need to sell some players. You know what I mean? So guys, you can let me know in the comment, you know what I mean, the players that you think we need to shuffle out in order to get the players that we need in. You know what I mean? We still need at least one or two more players because everybody around us is strengthening. You know what I mean? Everybody around us is strengthening. And I can look at the team and I can see that we're moving forward. You know what I mean? We're moving forward. So I'm excited and I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to the season. It's been a very, very overwhelming day for us Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? We've had an unveiling. I don't remember if we ever had one like this in a while. You know what I mean? But Gyokeres was unveiled at halftime at the Singapore Stadium in front of the fans. What a treat that was. What a treat that was. Arsenal won the game. What a treat that was. Arsenal won the game 3-1. I'm sorry. It was 3-2, right? And we're going to come to that in a second because there was a masterclass show on display. Masterclass show on display. You know what I mean? And guys, that's something to talk about. But let's talk about the Gyokeres unveiling for a second. You know what I mean? Gyokeres meet and greeting the players, meet and greeting the fans. You know what I mean? I look at one specific picture with Gyokeres and Kai Havertz. And I just smiled to myself. I'm wondering what Kai Havertz saying to Gyokeres. It's like probably saying, "You're coming to take my spot." But guys, it's a team sport. It's football. It's a team sport, and we are here to win. We need a help, and we got it. We need a talisman striker. We need a gunman, and we got it in Gyokeres. You know what I mean? We need somebody who can shoot ball in the back of the net without thinking. What was interesting to me was in one of his interviews, he was asked, I think it was like the quick 60 second when they shoot those questions at you. And in one of those, he was asked, what would you rather be? Would you rather be a hat-trick hero or a last-minute winner hero? You know what I mean? And without even stuttering, he said he'd rather be a hat-trick hero. And that just signified to me the kind of person that he is. He's just all about scoring goals, as much goals as he can. You get what I'm saying? As many goals as he can. And that's what we've been missing. We've been missing that peace, that shark, that hunger for that goal. That person that does all they want to do is score. That person that if they don't score, they're mad at themselves and mad at the world. You know what I mean? And that's Gyokeres. Gyokeres is so hungry to come to Arsenal. I heard that he even broke up with his girlfriend because she didn't want to come and he left her behind. You know what I mean? Because this is his dream move. This is what he wants. And hey, in life, when you want something, you go for it, right? And he did. He went at it hard. And look at him now. You know what I mean? Dreams can become reality. And Gyokeres shows you that, hey, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to go for. And I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? He's now an Arsenal player. My thing about Gyokeres now is this. Gyokeres took the heaviest, like the heaviest number from the club. That number weighs heavy. That number 14. That's a heavy, heavy, heavy weight to be carrying on your back. You know what I mean? But he took it. That shows that he wasn't shy. He's not shy. You know what I mean? He's not shy and he's not trying to shy. Red Skull, you there? Yeah, man. Isak is Liverpool bound because I read today where after Newcastle got beat, the coach said that there's no turning back. You know what I mean? So that was that. You know what I mean? But I have something coming out now because I kind of understand the Isak move all of a sudden, you know. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do a piece on it. I understand Isak move. You get me? Yeah, man. I understand Isak move. I also understand Madueke move. You know what I mean? When you analyze things and you look into situations, you realize what is going on. So the Isak move and the Madueke move, I'm going to do a piece on it. So you can look out for that. You know what I mean? But the number 14, what you think about Gyokeres taking the number 14? You know what I mean? Gyokeres and that number 14. Yo, it's not something that... like when Nketiah take the number 14, it wasn't all that for nobody, you know. You know what I'm saying? Because they were just academy players coming through and, them take them idol number. But for somebody that doesn't belong to the club or doesn't grow up in the club to come and take that number like that, it's just like what Marcus Rashford did. Marcus Rashford went to Barcelona and took out that number 14 too. You know what I mean? So... hey, these players are trying to make... These are some expectations these players are putting on themselves. You know what I mean? So, we're looking for those deliveries because that number 14 spells goal. You know, spell 14, it spells goal. Flair. You get me? Remember I said that's a club legend. And the statue out there to prove it. So, I'm delighted with him though. You know what I mean? His bravery. Because him could have taken the number 10. Because a number, you know what I mean? He could have taken the number 10. He could have taken different numbers. You know what I mean? He could have cry and bawl for the number 9. Because see there, Jesus probably on his way out. So you may never know what would have been the outcome. But him take the number 14 and... yeah, man, remember something talk about it yesterday? And even just that alone either, you know. It's not even just that alone either. It's not just about to see who is the best striker. Remember I said there's a World Cup coming up. You get what I'm saying now? A World Cup is coming up. And both of them are the star strikers. So them want to start. You get where I come from? Yeah, man, them want to start. So, yeah, man, I'm going to preview that. You know what I mean? And Madueke, remember I said Madueke is Saka backup in the national team as well. You see me? So, if him can get us close to Saka, if him can make sure, say, him put in his best ball game, ain't nobody can take his spot, even if he remain a backup for Saka. You see me, levels? Yeah, man, even if he remain a backup for Saka, nobody can push him out. As long as him playing part and do what he need to do. You see me? But Madueke is a decent player now. Madueke is a decent player. Just need, as soon as him find him finishing product, Chelsea go and regret selling him. I promise you that. Yeah, man, I promise you that. But I watched the game today. Did you all watch the game today? I watched the game today, and um, to me the game was hot and cold. You get me? I say the game was hot and cold, hot and cold. Because you have the first half, which wasn't really all of that. You know what I mean? One area tried to do him thing. Zubimendi was kind of in and out of the game. I guess it's the midfield that him a play with because them use what name? Them use Marino for partner him. You know what I mean? I guess them just trying to put some level of, you know what I mean, some level of friendship together, but that never work. You know what I mean? Everybody likes the Arteta and I try stuff. Him try that and that never work. You get to me? I say, yeah, that never work. That never work. Marina in a midfield is not it, my general. Marina to me is the second striker, and I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna say it, make everybody. Marina is the second striker that we need. Not even Gabriel Jesus. Marina is that second striker. That's Marina new position. Marina can't play in the midfield. Marina lead the midfield hanging. Because him always up front. You know what I mean? Him say used to that striking position right now. Him always a look goal. That's Marina. That's where you need to stay. Him need to be the backup. Marina and Havertz need to switch. You get to me come from? Marina and Havertz needs to switch. That's where the play is right now. Marina and Havertz. Havertz is not a forward. Havertz is a midfield. Him link up and him all up play is very good. And him create the assist them today. You get what I say? Him link up and him all up play is very good. You know what I mean? But as far as him being a striker is concerned, no man, that's a waste of talent. You have to put him in the position where he can shine. You see me? And him now shine as a striker. Havertz now shine as a striker and Marino now shine as a midfielder. You get me? And then that. You see me? But yeah, it was a decent game. It was a game of pretty much two halves. You get me? It was a game of two halves. Where the first half you have Ethan Waneri trying to impress, you know what I mean? Because him get the first half to start and all of that, you know. So as you can see, the better midfielders was left on the bench. You know what I mean? In terms of the Odegaard and Declan Rice. You know what I mean? Those are the game changer. When Odegaard came on the second half, it was a total different game. You know what I mean? It was a total different game. And it shows you that Odegaard is getting back to himself. And everybody knows so when Odegaard play, Arsenal is a different team. So we're really looking forward to seeing a fit and ready Odegaard. Because honestly, honestly, people, I think that Arsenal can do something special this season. We ain't really worried about Liverpool signing Isak. You know what I mean? It is what it is, you know. So it's just that the two Swiss them are just gun it out. Just so me see it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a shootout. So let's see what the most ammunition. It's gonna be a shootout. So Liverpool have Isak, right? We have Gyokeres. Liverpool have Salah. We have Saka. So I guess I just rest of the backup player them. I go. You know what I say? Remember I said we have a few local magician. You know what I mean? Remember I said we have Odegaard. You get to me I come from? And all of these players where remember we have Declan Rice. So I think we have a bit more than Liverpool in terms of completion. Them firepower might be a little bit better than if we want Nketiah and Isak right now, you know what I mean? But can they fit the both of them or are they just rotation for each other? You get what I say? So make we see. I'm not sure Isak fits into a Liverpool. You know what I mean? So I guess they have to work with him. Probably just like how Gyokeres. And watch this now. You know how this thing fit properly is the other way around, you know. Isak Arsenal and Liverpool Gyokeres. You know that probably is a better fit based on the kind of football. You get what I say? But we delighted with Gyokeres, you know what I mean? Arsenal is the destination that they wanted to be, and Arsenal is where he is. Guys, let's talk about generational talent. If I ever see one. Generational talent. You get me? When we are talking about generational talent, we are talking about Max Down, man. Yeah, man, a real talk, Red Skull. Yeah, man, we must say we made football, you know. You see me? We made football so we can see it and we can understand. You see me? It's just, if it go other way around, believe me, sir, it would have been mad thing. Because Isak fit Arsenal more and Arsenal style of play. Gyokeres fit Liverpool more. And because Gyokeres don't come like a Suarez. You get to me say? Gyokeres don't come like a Suarez and Isak would have come like a Thierry Henry. You get me say? Yeah, man. Because the team they don't really change them style of play over the years. Not like that. Them bring in different ball, they might tweak some system and all of that, but them identity remain. Everybody know Arsenal and them identity not change, not like that. You see me? But yeah. But it is what it is. Everybody choose where they want to go. You know what I mean? Him choose Liverpool, Gyokeres choose Arsenal. You get me? So that's the thing there. You know what I mean? So as I say, it's just going to gun out for the season because I promise you this. Them two brother there, watch out for the competition. Watch out for the competition. Because as I say, Isak was very comfortable at Newcastle until Gyokeres get the move. When Gyokeres get the move, he no longer want to see a Newcastle because he realize that Gyokeres now going to compete. You know what I mean? So he want to go in a bigger pan to compete. You understand me? And Liverpool was the only destination for him because he never really got to go compete with Ireland. You know what I mean? I don't really think Manchester City will look for a striker anyway. You get the message? So the next best thing was Liverpool. You know what I mean? A waste of time got Chelsea. And Chelsea just buy $1 million and then next year them just get rid of half of them and buy back $1 million more. Yeah, man. But, bro, people, Max Downwell. Max Down, man. I don't know why I always call him Downwell. Max Down, man. You know when me say Lewis Kelly, I say, yo, generational talent. Because he was not even Lewis Kelly first, no, man. Ethan one year. Because Lewis Kelly, like him, just bloom over Ethan one year overnight. You get what I say? When me say Ethan one year, I say, yo, generational talent. When you see the youth with them, Yamil Yamal, the youth from Barcelona, you know what I mean? You know that's a generational talent. But you say, yo, Jaja, all right, cool. Then Lewis Kelly out of the blues just pop up and claim him spot. You know what I mean? And you say, yo, yeah, generational talent for real. Remember say last year, Arteta do an interview. Since here, Arteta do an interview and they say, yo, 3 generational talent and we have 2. So we have 2 and Barcelona have 1. You know what I mean? I guess he miscount. Yo, I guess he miscount. Because Max Down when another generation are like 2 generation talent that. The youth body. Yo, the young man want to get up and dance. The youth bad like 10 duppy. Yo, we say the youth body. Oh, you gonna see a little 15-year-old take a ball like that. Look on the ball, look on him on the ball. He take a ball like that and leave one on the line. And he run through the middle at 2. And this man you have to run him down and pull him down to catch him. You know what I mean? This a brother you have a good on as a man where give Max Down man him recognition. Because this right here is a spotlight that actually officially busts you there. You get to me? I said that right there is actually what busted you there officially. Remember I said him play a couple days ago and he did well. He do the same thing. You know what I mean? But him left him mark in the other game. You get me I say? So now we not only have 2 generational talent, we have 3. remember I said we had problem with Real Madrid trying to come off of Louis Kelly. We shake them off. You get what I say? We sign him down to a new contract. Then we have Chelsea trying to come after Ethan Waneri. That was a that was not even no competition over there. So that was a waste of time with Chelsea. You get me I say? The Jenna people. How much somebody on the team can come after the local youth here? How much somebody on the team can come after the local youth here? We can analyze it because the local youth have some Ozil in him. The local youth run with the ball like Ozil. You get what I say? Yeah, man. I saw him play. He have a Ozil kind of flair to him. You get me? Yo, something special. So Arsenal are cook. Arsenal are cook something in the academy there. You know what I mean? Them have, so, yo, me have two local youth and more I said go Arsenal Academy go get some of what them eat. Because there must be something in the food or something what them drink. You know what I mean? So they can get themselves in them spotlight with a ball game. You see me? But Arsenal have something going on down there that is something special. You get me? Yeah, man. And I guarantee you, so by next year again, we'll see something else rise up again. But the thing about it is this, everybody will rise up and come in the same position. Because him and Ethan in the same position right now. The only thing is this, I don't really think they might keep that youth in the midfield though, in the 10. I don't think they might keep him in the 10. I feel like honestly that youth are probably around 8. You see me? Because him like to run with the ball, him like to travel with the ball. You see me? He like the movements up and down. Him is not really the person who pass the ball, which he 10 does. Yeah, man, I you there's something wrong with him, man. Chido, something wrong with him. You know what I mean? I don't know how you can be, how you cannot come through all of this are talent here. And go and waste of time at Manchester United. You know what I mean? Waste of time. You get the message? You can't really leave a ball over spill milk. I done that shit already. You see me? You make him choice and see that now. Nobody don't know him no more. Nobody don't know him no more. And if you need their Arsenal, believe me, I said we have a whole heap of injury last season. I'm gonna get player and I get him and I make him name. You know what I mean? Probably would have be a different story with the striker this season. You may never know. You know what I mean? Would have probably still buy a striker, but him on the right there. You get me? Yeah, man. Yo, a joke thing, as I tell you a joke thing. Some people never know what they have until they're gone, you know. And I just suffer him thing because him supposed to look for a man like Louis Kelly right now and I look for a man like Ethan Waneri. Right now he's supposed to look for a man like Don Man. And I say, yo, Jaja, if me they just steer. You get what I say? If me they just steer, everything would have solid. You get me? But you make the decision to move, you know what I mean? And I don't know, see that. Right now, to show you how them not really rate him, them desperate to look a striker. Yeah, I'm young and all of that, but not even him name I call up in now. Not even I side name I call up. You see me? Them desperately look a striker. So I guess we're gonna figure that out as we go along. You know what I mean? Because as I said, right now we have a academic talent problem because we are trying push all of these local baller in the side the best we can. You know what I mean? As I say, one of the major thing about it is them are coming up in the same position. Everybody are coming up in the attacking midfield. Or we don't have so much space. You know what I mean? We don't have so much space and that causes a problem. But just like Louis Kelly was a midfielder. And Arteta converted him into a defender. And I think, as I said, the same thing will happen with Don Man. Because he is a person where travel with the ball and they travel with the ball well. You understand what I say? And that's a winger. That's a hate. That's a hate behavior because when he travel with the ball, he not go wide. Him travel with the ball and he could come in. Him always come into the goal. So him not one of them person where hug the touchline. So you can see him used to playing in the middle. You see me? Some would have tweak him position a little bit and give him that 8 position, then make him roam. You know what I mean? Make him treat him like a Declan Rice. Do what you want up on the field. Just make sure you're always there behind the ball. Always there behind the ball. You know what I mean? And for me today, that 30 minutes what a play time what I used to get. Him get the man of the match for me. That was 30 minutes what a beautiful football. Him always want the ball. Him not shy, him not run from the ball. And when him get the ball, him a take on the man them. Yo, him not have no right to do what him do. The 15-year-old, him not have no right to do what him do to that man. You understand me I say? But that's what talent is. Talent. The youth is talented. You get what I say? Yeah man, baller to the, you don't even know how far to put it. Yep. Yeah. But enjoy the game. Gyokeres officially an Arsenal player. Looking forward to see if he will get some game time in a Tottenham game. You know what I mean? Because that would have been nice. You know what I mean? If I even run out when the fans them see him. What a way to make a debut. You know what I mean? Against Tottenham. You ain't get no better than that, right? I mean, like Tottenham are not really no force, but I'm just talking about the rivalry, just make it that solid. You get to me, I say, yeah man, what a way to get to debut. Imagine if him score. Imagine if him score. You know what I mean? But I was excited about the game today. I was excited especially to see this little man because the last time I watched it, I kind of there listening because I'm there at work. You know what I mean? So I work kind of listening, so I never really get to see him. So when he come on, even though I'm still in the work, I make sure I pay attention. You get me? Make sure I pay attention. And the youth are something special. The youth are something special. The youth stick around, I'm going to give you some titles. I give you a whole heap of little titles. You know what I mean? And I look forward to that. Right now, then for make him sign him contract, give him one 15-year. 15-year contract is a youth have to sign. You get the message? And now them have to just put in agreement in for just raise him salary every year. According to his performance. So him now says like every year he might get a new contract. You know what I mean? But he's still up on a 15-year contract. So every year he might get a contract within his contract. Just a reward him for improvement and so forth. Because he's still young, you know, he can't really get them $300 million yet. Because he's young. But believe me, he's going to be one of the most, or one of the highest paid footballer. You get to me, because Arsenal have to pay him to keep him. You know what I mean? I hope him love the club enough for know say, yo, just stick around. You know what I mean? Yeah man, just stick around and just create some wonders and work some magic. You see me? Yeah. But Reece Nelson was on the bench today. You know what I mean? He didn't come on. He never come on at all. I think he moved to Fulham and get closer. You know what I mean? I could wait and see if I'm going to travel to Hong Kong. I think Hong Kong. Yeah, I could wait and see if I'm going to travel with the players or if I'm going to go back home. You know what I mean? But he was there today. The last game he played really well. You know what I mean? So for him not getting the game time today, that must be a precaution measure to make sure that he don't get injured, because you know when you're about to sell players, you don't really want to play them because you don't want nothing to them. You know what I mean? You don't want nothing to them because you want to make sure say them fit and ready for the market. You know what I mean? Just like what happened to Cauliflower today. You know what I mean? I can't understand. He get injured again. You know what I mean? And I was really looking forward to seeing him this season. Well, we don't know how serious it is yet. We don't really know how serious it is yet, but it's just not what we wanted right now. You know what I mean? We want to go into the season with a fully fit squad. Nothing at all. We already have Gabriel Jesus on the sideline, and we already have Big Gabby on the sideline still, and the rest a little niggle because I don't remember if Big Gabby gonna game today, and I know I see him on the field at the end of the game, but as I say, in kind of a work and a watch, so can't quite remember if I him did come on for California, but it was a good second half of the game when Martin Odegaard come in. When Downman win that penalty, I thought they would have give it to him. I would have give it to him. But I understand why Martin Odegaard take it, because him kind of being wary in front of the penalty spot for the longest while. You know what I mean? I think he missed him last two penalty besides the one today. You know what I mean? I think he missed him last two penalties. So I think that was the situation with giving him the ball. I think I just regained some confidence. You know what I mean? And him slot it. So I hope him confident come back, and I hope they can win back a penalty and then get a look and make him take him penalty. You know what I mean? I probably just never want to score the penalty goal for him first goal. If him seeing a team, he probably just never want to score the penalty goal. I mean, can understand that. You see me? Yeah, man. You want to put one in the far corner, the pigeon up there, so. Right up in the pigeon for your first shot. So I understand that. You get me? Yeah, but it was awesome. It was very, very entertaining second half. You know what I mean? Especially to watch. The first, what I want to see is this. I want to see Ethan Waneri get a run out with the best player them behind him, and let me see how different it is, because I can see where Ethan Waneri is being trained like a Martin Odegaard. You know what I mean? Because Ethan Waneri, when I watch him today, he's been the one leading the press. You know what I mean? Him a lead the press. You see me? Yeah, so it's like him a learn the craft, and him a get to understand the role more with Arteta love, because Ethan Waneri was pressing today. You get me? So I could see how that work out, but I would have liked to see him get some game time. You know what I mean? Probably with a Declan Rice and a Martin Zubimendi behind him. You get the message? And we could see how different the ball game will look with him when, you know what I mean, him probably under less pressure. Probably less pressure. So, yeah, but that. Red Fox is still about her, just me one day now. I go and talk to myself. Red Skull. But overall, it was a good game. It was a good warm-up for the boys. You know what I mean? The boys was... I can't see them get them fitness together. I can't see them really get them fitness together. Max down, man. I think that you there, I try and make Arteta know, say, him not try go up on the bench. You know what I mean? He want to play. Because them two games when him get, if he come out, him come out gunning. You understand me? Him come out and shoot. So, we could see and understand what I want. You see me? But it's been a pleasure to be here updating you guys on the Arsenal Football Club and what is going on the match today and all of that. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for being here, and we do it again tomorrow. We do it again tomorrow, man. We do it again. There's always news. Football season is up and running. Football season is up and running. So we do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow, run out again on the field. All right. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.